Hello and welcome to Zeus Angel Tarot. This reading is for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And today we're going to talk about divine coupling, divine connection. Starting out with your card, the High Priestess, and the divine counterpart, which is the Hierophant. Okay, so I today just gonna light some Palo Santo here to cleanse the energy. I am using the Tarot de la Marseille, and we're gonna also be pulling from the Tarot of the Divine, my two favorite decks. Okay, so I just want to talk a little bit about your energy in the tarot. If you have Pisces in any of your major three, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, also in if it's in your midhaven, Pisces in your midhaven, or if you have Pisces in your Mars. It's important to look at the different placements that you have because it can tell you what type of relationship, love will be that you would be most happiest in. Now, a lot of you might not know, but in the Rider Waite, High Priestess actually has a B and a J. And in between that, the High Priestess is holding the Torah, which the Torah is the teachings or the Word of God in Judaism, also Jewish mysticism. The reason I'm just explaining that is I want to explain to you the B, which is Boaz, and the J on your card. Boaz is strength, and the J, Jacin, is um, he will attain. So, in essence, your sign is in search of spiritual divine, and it's something that is difficult to acquire in this day and age. Okay, and in tarot, the counterpart is the Hierophant. So the high priestess with the pillars of strength there, the B for Boaz and the J for Jacine, is duality, representing the duality within the divine feminine and masculine, but also the counterpart, the Hierophant, the number 5, which actually represents struggle in the tarot. So, and sometimes, especially because what we know of Pisces is that they can be known to be um, wanting to escape through drugs and alcohol. And the Hierophant, number 5, can talk about overcoming addiction or escape, because we can be addicted to our phone or to sugar, not just alcohol and drugs. So, what we're attracted to is the sense of higher power. We're looking for a deeper meaning in life, something that we don't have to escape from. So, I'm talking about that today so you can understand yourself more. To know thyself is to free thyself from suffering and the need to escape, which a lot of the times, if any of you had fallen into addiction or escapism, and what we learn in the 12 steps is to find the higher power. And I feel like that's something that's missing in this day and age. For me, higher power for me is meditation and mindfulness. And that's something that you can't find in a relationship, which me as a Pisces cusper myself understood to find, the relief from wanting escapism. And instead of finding these relationships that are distracting from my path and my happiness and, the higher power, whatever's there, go within, know thyself, find that within yourself. So that is kind of the basis of this reading for you guys today. Understand thyself, know thyself, and understand that you don't need to escape to be happy. You don't need to escape in relationships or anything else to alleviate your suffering. Let's get into it. So what I want to do is to kind of talk about how you can attain that within a relationship. I highly recommend reading the book How to Love by Thich Nhat Hanh. You can find the audio book on YouTube. He is a Vietnamese monk and he talks about how to love and what it means to love with intention. And if you learn at all about the Kabbalah, which your card High Priestess in the tarot has a Torah on it, and there's a lot of ancient wisdom there that is derived from the Torah and the tree of life, you'll learn that when you are entangling energy with another person, that what you're really doing is entangling with the divine. What does that mean? That means that whatever your higher power is, it's there with you in your relationship when you're being intimate with another person. And to remember that, that's the kind of love that Pisces is really looking for. The kind of love that nourishes consciousness, that nourishes humanity, that makes the world a better place. Not the kind of love that puts you down, that makes you feel anxious, that makes you run from yourself. Okay. So, number one, first and foremost, I'm going to pull a card to see where you guys are mentally. A lot of you guys might not like this, might not relate to this because you're still in a place of trying to validate yourself with another person's love and affection. And if you read that book, How to Love by Thich Nhat Hanh, you'll see that if you don't love yourself, all you'll have to offer is suffering and loneliness. And that is going to actually detract from your healing. It's going to cause more suffering in humanity. We want our love to nourish ourselves so that the world can be a better place. Page of Swords. I feel like a lot of you guys, Page of Swords, could still be in a place of being curious about a particular person. Could be looking at their social media. Could be wondering where they are, what they're doing. Some of you guys could be students out there at the Page of Swords. Give me another card on where the Pisces, what they're up to, how they're feeling now. Pisces crew. I hope y'all are doing well out there in the world. Another card on the Pisces, how they're feeling right now. Ten of Swords. Some of you guys could be recovering from a difficult situation in life. A lot of times we come to tarot because we're heartbroken, because we're lonely, searching for meaning, searching for guidance, searching for clues, right? Or you're curious about another person. The Ten of Swords is a beginning. This year, 2025, is the year number 9, and it is the ending. So the Ten of Swords is actually, that had already happened. The pain has already happened. Now it's time to step into a new chapter of your life. Hi there, Reaction King. You're saying fully shattered. Yes, tell about the person and what's going to happen between us. I know. Yeah, that's what we come to tarot for. We come to tarot hoping hoping we're going to find answers. Hoping that we're going to find out what the person, the object of our affection, is doing. But that's the exact opposite of what we should be doing. That's going to cause more suffering. I can tell you right now, if you're heartbroken over someone and you go and you look at their social media, you're not going to feel better about yourself. It's going to make you feel worse. That's going to cause more suffering. Instead, you have to go inward. Be curious about yourself. Get curious about, why am I still attached to this person? You can go watch my live that I did about why this person lives rent-free in your head. And I talk about Carl Jung and what it really means. Okay, so number 2, what can the Pisces crew do to alleviate their unhappiness and their heartache? Let's see. Give us strength during this time. What can the Pisces crew do? Okay, so we have the Lovers here coming out. The Lovers. I'm going to get a clarifier. So the Lovers is a choice here. I feel like we can always have love if you love yourself, if you fully accept yourself, regardless of whether or not you're single, whether or not you're going through a heartbreak. Nobody wants to hear that in tarot because we're searching for validation through love from another. But that is exactly what you need. Give me more insight as to why the Lovers is here for the tarot. This is Beauty and the Beast. The story of Beauty and the Beast is such that the beast turns into a human once he gets the love of another. But we don't need to do that. We can find love from source consciousness, from ourself, and that can help to alleviate the pain. Queen of Swords, come out of overthinking, and the Three of Swords. Ego death. Ego death. This is an ego death here. Coming out of your mind and coming into your body. All right. And in the future, what can the Pisces do to bring in more love into their life? Nine of Wands. Oh, hi there. You said ha ha ha, cute. I know. Okay, so we have the Nine of Wands. What can Pisces do to bring more love into their life? Nine of Wands, wounded warrior. Rectify the past. I always see the Nine of Wands as kind of trauma from past relationships. Nine of Wands. Rectify the past and practice mindfulness to not bring in the pain of the past into a current relationship. Nine of Wands, the wounded warrior. I feel like you guys are going through it right now because you're having an ego death, an awakening here, that what your heart longs for is a deeper connection, and you might be having difficulties finding it. Give us the key, Tarot, give us the key for Pisces to find happy and healthy love. What can Pisces do to find happy and healthy love? Okay, so we have the Two of Cups coming out and the Ten of Cups in reverse. So first and foremost, I feel like the Ten of Cups in reverse. If you had a broken home or if you're unhappy with your family, find yourself some friends, some like-minded people, or some friends, okay? Because there's all kinds of love out there. It doesn't have to be romantic love. We can have platonic love, and that can actually lead you to finding your true partner. Finding like-minded people and finding platonic love will help you feel vilified and fulfilled within, and it can also help you introduce yourself to other people and maybe even meet someone. Expand your social circle. Okay, what is the energy that is surrounding Pisces right now? The Hermit. So honestly, the Hermit, we have the Deer on there. The Hermit, some of you guys could be feeling very isolated right now, very lonely, or maybe you're not spending time around friends. You could be isolated from the person who you want to be with. Maybe you're in a no contact situation here. This year 2025 is the year of the Hermit. Okay, it's a transcendental year number 9. Things ended. Now we're starting new cycles. Okay, this period of isolation, this period of going inwards is going to help you heal ancestral trauma and lead you to happier times, happier relationships. How can the Pisces deal with this feeling of loneliness? King of Cups, learn to balance your emotions more. Managing your emotions will really help you find a sense of gratitude and come from a place of emotional maturity. We have to be who we want to attract in our life. Let's get an outcome for Pisces here who could be experiencing pain or isolation or separation. Let's get an outcome here for the Pisces crew. How y'all doing out there? I know, I get it. My readings. Oh, have a card on the floor. Eight of Wands in reverse. Okay, so there might be somebody who you have to cut out of your life, or I feel like this is a very no contact energy that you could be experiencing right now. Maybe somebody blocked you, maybe you blocked someone, maybe there's a lack of communication back and forth. This could also be that that there is somebody who you need to cut out of your life, or at least put boundaries up, because we don't always have to cut people completely out of our life, but it is important to put boundaries up. Okay, what does that look like? Expressing how you feel, not being overly permissive. I know with the Pisces crew, you wear your heart on your sleeve, and it can be very hard for you to say no. What does the Pisces need to know right now? Ooh. Knight of Swords in reverse. Some of you guys could have had an argument with a lover or a partner or something like that. Come from a place of compassion, especially if you are wanting to have this person in your life still. Be gentle with yourself and with this other person. Gentleness and compassion can really help, especially if you had a huge blow up or argument with your partner or lover or whoever. Come from a place of gentleness and compassion. I'm not seeing, but doesn't love have no boundaries? No. I feel like boundaries are very important. If you don't have boundaries, then you're going to be in a dynamic where somebody walks all over you, takes advantage of you. Boundaries are very important, and they're not just for you; they're also for the other person, because it can come to a place of enabling if you allow someone, if you never say no to someone. Okay, unconditional love is a misnomer. Absolutely. It can cause codependency and all kinds of problematic issues. So, no, you have to have boundaries. Boundaries are the most important thing that you can have in a relationship. Believe it or not, every relationship has power dynamics. And if you're giving away all your power to someone by never saying no, then you're going to build up resentments in a relationship, that can actually lead to the downfall of a relationship. It's a huge way to lose respect for yourself and have somebody else disrespect you, is by not saying no, is by not having boundaries. Boundaries is like one of the most important things that you can do, to establish the power dynamics, right? Because they're there whether or not you're aware of them. I'm going to get a new spread for you guys. Yeah, go ahead and read the book, How to Love by Thich Nhat Hanh. It can be eye-opening. You can see, oh, I feel like this relationship maybe actually is a distraction from me because it's not supporting my growth. It's not making me feel inspired. Relationships should support your growth. Let's get a card for some advice. Get some more advice, and I'll read for you the little story on here. In 2025, I hope that you guys are able to heal any wounds or ancestral trauma that you have, so that we can learn the difference between compatibility, attraction, and real connection, right? Because sometimes you're just lonely, and people will take advantage of the fact that you're just lonely, and we think that you're having a real connection, but people are leeching off your energy, especially because Pisces the Pisces that I know, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, have a huge capacity for love. And it gets taken advantage of because it's not pure. Because people will see your sensitivity. They'll see the sensitivity that you have as a weakness, but it's your superpower. And to lean into that by being more authentic, by loving yourself, accepting yourself, by having boundaries, saying no when you need to say no, and not coming from a place of people pleasing or victim mentality. All right. For the Pisces. For the Pisces, get some advice for the Pisces who could be experiencing pain right now, feeling lonely, feeling isolated, maybe feeling as though things with their partner are on hold, right? Some of you guys could be in no contact with someone. We have Seven of Pentacles in reverse. I'm going to get a few cards and I'll read them for you. A few cards of advice here for you guys to love with intention. And we have a few cards coming out in reverse right now. Things are difficult. Some of you guys could be feeling like giving up. The communication could be really immature, or Page of Cups in reverse is like I really don't like the energy here that I'm seeing. Could be connecting with someone who's emotionally immature. And then we have the Ten of Swords again. See, if there is an ending, oh, we have 10-10 here. I love that. Okay. And in astrology, in tropical astrology, there's really a lot going on in Pisces. There's like one of the nodes is in Pisces. So it could actually be a good year for you guys. Aren't we supposed to understand the boundaries on their own? You mean the other person should understand the boundaries on their own? It's important for you to express your boundaries because we can't just gather that. If you don't say no and put up a boundary, then the other person is going to think that there's no boundary there. It's important to express those. Express your boundaries. Make them well known. We have 10-10 here. Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Some of you guys, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, could be in this energy of like give up on love, right? Feeling as though love is unrequited, feeling as though you're wasting your time. I'm reading from the book right now, Tarot of the Divine, Seven of Pentacles. This is Nanahatzen, Mexico Aztec mythology. The Seven of Coins represents the desire for a good harvest. Though it might require sacrifice, Nanahatzen must determine when it is right to be patient and when it is better to scrap everything to start fresh. Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Short-sightedness, laziness, procrastination, setbacks, and delay. So this could be happening in your love life right now. Setbacks, delay, not feeling inspired to put in the work, not seeing the forest for the trees. And then we have the Page of Cups in reverse. Let's read that for you guys. That's this little guy right here. Could also be, there could be something going on with your work as well. I always say this, if your work is if there's something going on in your work and you're not flourishing in what you do, that can affect your love life as well. Seven of Pentacles, Page of Cups here. And the Page of Cups is in reverse, and that to me would suggest that the communication is lacking emotional maturity. Page of Cups, Baku Nawa and the Seven Moons. This is the Filipino mythology in the Philippines. The Page of Cups is connected to his emotions and expresses himself woolly with youthful purity. In this card, one of the seven young moon siblings plays with Turshen, the Chinese god of same-sex relationships, who ties the red thread of fate that connects lovers. This is bad news, jealousy, obsession, childhood problems, immaturity. As I was always saying before, There could be some immaturity, emotional immaturity, or jealousy, or just bad news within a relationship. And this could all be due to childhood problems. Some of you guys could be obsessive with your love. Um, so we're going to want to clear all that up in order to have a healthy dynamic in your relationship. And then we have the 10 of Swords. Now, the good news is we have the 10 of Pentacles here, which is I feel like you could have, there could be a driving force for you guys to create more wealth, but you could also be very well connected in your community. Maybe you have a big community there. And we'll get to that. Now I'm going to read the 10 of Swords for you guys. 10 of Swords. Very challenging, but this is the beginning. This is saying like the worst has already happened, and now we can set some positive changes in motion. 10 of Swords. 10 of Swords. Sedna, Canada, in Inuit mythology. The 10 of Swords represents backstabbing and betrayal. Sedna's father pushes her from his kayak and chops off her finger when she tries to cling to his boat. She sinks to the bottom of the ocean and becomes consumed with wrath, eternally seeking revenge. Bitterness, betrayal, rock bottom, martyrdom, severing ties. Some of you guys maybe had to cut off a relationship, or somebody did that with you because of some kind of betrayal here. And I feel like this is all in the past. So there could be a feeling of jaded or bitterness within your relationships due to immaturity, or feeling like there's, you're not getting anything out of it. But we do have the 10 of Pentacles. I feel like a lot of you guys are transmuting this energy, working through the energy of loss and betrayal and immaturity, working through that by building a community, building wealth, building stability, building positive connections, reinforcing positive things here. We don't have to completely focus on what went wrong in the past. Let's try and focus on what good things are to come. A lot of this is old pain and old relationship patterns that you want to do away with. So 10 of Pentacles, let's read that for the things that are to come for you. Focus on your stability. And stability, I always say this, the Pentacles and stability in tarot, it's not just money. There's a lot of ways to build abundance other than just money. Relationships are abundance as well. Okay, so we have the 10 of Coins. Some of you guys could have a dog. There's a dog on here. You could have a lot of friends or family that support you. Hanu, China, Yao legend. The 10 of Coins represents the hard-earned rewards of a difficult venture. The story of Panhu celebrates the lineage that benefits from his hard work. The hardships he once endured allow him to appreciate his good fortune and retire surrounded by his progeny. Inheritance, ancestry, pension, settling down, financial stability. I feel like a lot of you guys are going to feel this year. Have a financial bloom, have some positive, some transmute the energy of what you've been through, some pain and some trauma, and you're going to turn all that, transmute all of that pain and jadedness and trauma into positive rewards. And the thing about Pisces is that you're the last sign of the zodiac, and you're very empathic that way because you can represent any single sign of the zodiac, which I love this. Okay, you guys, I'm going to get out of here. This might not have been a popular reading because I'm trying to bestow wisdom, and the only way to do that is for you guys to focus on yourself, focus on your vibration, focus on your stability, and you'll see the rewards. They will be tenfold, just like that 10 of Pentacles cards. Let's get one more card from the Tarot de Marseille. We have the Hierophant coming out. Commitments, higher power, spirituality, commitments, overcoming addiction, overcoming hardship, committing to a higher path here. Ooh. Four of Swords in reverse, overcoming restlessness, coming out of a place of Four of Swords comes after the Three of Swords, and the Three of Swords is pain, loss, ego death. It can be very humbling when you're healing yourself from a relationship that was like an addiction, right? It can be very humbling coming out of that place. I dropped a few cards on the floor. Hold on. Okay. Okay, I'm just going to get one more card and I'm going to get on out of here. All right, we have a Five of Swords. Wow. When I was saying ego death before, I feel like a lot of you guys, the key to overcoming the ego death is to come out of this mentality of I have to win at all costs, right? Let me get a card on that. I'm good. How are you, Sean? I'm afraid that this reading isn't very popular, mostly because I'm trying to enlighten people about how to love themselves and free themselves from obsessive love and being vilified by getting love from other people. Because the thing about it is that a lot of us are really searching for validation because we don't know how to love ourselves. We don't know how to accept ourselves. We don't know how to alleviate our suffering. So we think getting love from someone else will get us that feeling, that good feeling, and it's a dopamine high. It's a reward system. It's putting someone else on a pedestal and thinking like that pick me energy. If that person just picks me instead of everybody else, then I'll feel whole again. But you're going to create more suffering by doing that. Yes, happy is from ourselves. I am the happiness. Yes, exactly, Sean. You get it. Are you Pisces? I don't know where you are in your healing journey, in your relationship journey, but I feel like we all need to understand this. Tarot doesn't have the answers. Finding out, watching a tarot video on how someone feels about you isn't going to bring them into your life, isn't going to make you feel whole. It's not going to change anything. The only thing that's going to change anything is you finding that zen and that peace. I feel like I should be teaching a class on Buddhism instead of teaching tarot. Oh, you are a Leo? Leo is the sun in tarot. The sun. I love the Leo energy. It's very vibrant. Oh, you're a Buddhist? Then you understand. You know about because I read this book that was transformative to me. And I love to come on here and talk about it, but I don't think that the tarot community is ready because they're not ready for the truth. The truth is that getting love from someone else isn't gonna free your mind from suffering and from pain and heartache. Obsessing over how somebody's doing and how they feel about you is gonna make your suffering worse. Yes, ma'am. Be the first to do so. Oh yeah. I know what it's like. What led me to tarot was obsessing over somebody who didn't care about me. And I would watch these readings thinking, oh, this prediction is going to happen for me. And it doesn't because these readings on here are general. And I had to learn that the hard way. I had to go through a whole ego death to get there. And the ego is important. The ego is an important thing. We need it to get up. We need it to brush our teeth. But when somebody breaks up with you or cheats on you or breaks your heart, that's going to bring you to the Three of Swords, which is the ego death, the death of it all. You have to love yourself, not from others. Yeah, 100%. In that book that I would love for everybody who watches tarot and is heartbroken and is trying to find love from someone else to read the book by Thich Nhat Hanh, How to Love, because he'll even say there in his book, and it's an audio book on YouTube, you can just listen to it. He'll say that if you haven't healed yourself, then all you have to give is pain, loneliness, and suffering. And you're going to attract more of that if you think that somebody else's love is going to make you feel whole and happy and 100%. No, you're going to be creating more suffering. You're going to be creating more pain for humanity and for yourself. Um, and there's just these like very impactful messages about, when you're being intimate with someone, what you're really doing is creating energy and bringing energy into the world. That's what this whole Pisces reading is supposed to be about. When you find someone and you entangle your energy with theirs, you're basically becoming that person. And if that person doesn't love themselves and they don't love themselves and you don't love yourself, you're going to be bringing more hate and negativity into the world. But if you guys both have mutual respect, mutual understanding, can express yourself when you come together intimately in the bedroom, you actually, what comes out, the energy that comes out is more love, more love. How can you find a true relationship with your counterpart um, when you guys are full and complete and love? And what you're doing is you're making love with divine, with source. Source is there with you all the time. At least those are my weird radical ideas, and they're actually not my ideas. I get them from Buddhism, I get them from the Kabbalah, I get them, from ancient wisdom. That's something to remember, when we're seeking out a partner or a mate, to not just get a casual fix, to not just get like a hit of dopamine, a hit of I feel so lonely. If I bed this person, I'm going to feel better. You're going to feel worse about yourself. And you're going to be spreading more hate and negativity than love into the world. The unconditional love, that's what I offer. I got eagle the other day for my oracle. Oh, yeah? What did the eagle represent? Yeah, I know. And the thing about unconditional love, I think that people don't understand is that they think that they have to just put up with anything, that they have to accept treatment that they have. Unconditional love means saying no. Unconditional love means putting up boundaries because it helps the other person. It doesn't help the other person to continue to allow them to hurt you, to continue to allow them to take advantage of you. It actually makes that person enable and they are relying on you now for everything, like they're your child when you don't put up boundaries, and it becomes like this toxic codependent. I don't know, it's not good. Unconditional love means having boundaries, 100%, because it will teach them how to love in a healthy manner. Yeah, and I know sometimes we have to completely cut people out of our life. But sometimes we can keep them in our lives if we know how to say no, if we learn to regulate what we give to them, not giving them more than they should have, right? That's the other end of self love. Ego represents observing. Oh, I love that, because in Buddhism, we talk about being the observer, what it means to be the observer. Because, in Buddhism, the self doesn't exist, right? We're all one. And there's that whole idea of non-duality. We're all one. We don't have a beginning. We don't have an end. But we are all the observer. Nothing exists in life if people don't notice it. If you're coming in now, we're just having a chat about boundaries, unconditional love, love of thyself, Because this is what we need to have a harmonious, happy, healthy relationship. We need all these things. And it starts with unconditional and radical self-love. Nobody wants to hear about that. If I came on here and did a tarot reading that said self-love, no one would watch it. They don't want that. They think that, oh, I hate myself, but if so and so text me, if so and so love me, then I wouldn't hate myself anymore. Then I would be a good whole person. Then my life would be complete. And that's the opposite. The opposite is true. This is Palo Santo. We want connection. We want soul connection. We don't want these simple transactional love. We don't want obsessive love. Any of those videos out there about SP, specific person, is really dangerous and damaging. And it creates this obsession. You can get someone to be obsessed with you, but that's not love. It's incredibly toxic and it's dangerous. I don't use PayPal. I wish I could donate to you. Oh, thank you, dear. I have Venmo as well. I have Venmo, but no worries. There'll be other ways, I'm sure, in the future. Like, I'm thinking about setting up an Etsy so that I can sell. Well, I really want to coach people because I feel like people really need to, first of all, they need to feel the pain that they're experiencing, and they need to transmute the pain into love, all encompassing love, because love attracts love. And yes, it starts with loving yourself. Sean says, Buddha says, if you keep saying what you are, yes, if you say that you don't love yourself in the morning, then nobody's going to love you because you don't love yourself. Exactly 100%. Amazon, Etsy? Oh, Etsy. Yes. I am trying to create an Etsy store for people to be able to. The thing about it is I don't want to answer question about does he love me? And I know that that's what the tarot community wants. I don't want to do those readings because I feel like it's damaging. I don't want to just take people's money and tell them a bunch of lies, which a lot of tarot readers do. That's why it's hard for me to be on YouTube. My channel isn't big because I don't like to put out this damaging information. That just I lie to you and tell you, yeah, they're going to come back and they're going to change. They're going to live happily ever after. No, if they do come back, it's probably going to be exactly the same as how it was, and you still will feel empty inside if this person comes back to you. It's not going to change. In fact, they're coming back to you not because they love you. It's usually for the wrong reasons. So that's the only reason why I don't have tarot readings for sale, because I don't want to spread lies and misinformation. Instead, I want to coach people how to find real connections, real love, and where does it come from. Honestly, it's hard to find nowadays because people they can go on Instagram, they can go on Hinge, and they can swipe, 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 and they can fulfill that dopamine fix and they can call it love. But honestly, it's going to make you feel more lonely. Being with someone like that makes you feel more lonely. Sean says, thanks for talking to me. That's why I use tarot to play around. I don't give my energy that way. It's just for entertainment. Yeah, 100%. Actually, the best way to do tarot is for self-development. If you really want love and you want to use tarot as a divination tool to get you there, ask questions about yourself. Like for example, I could say, Sean, what's blocking Sean from getting love? And we'll pull a card and we'll see what happens. And it's going to talk about you, and it's going to talk about your subconscious. Like Carl Jung says, the subconscious, it's the key.
It's really the key to finding love. Shan says, "Oh, I love chatting." Yes, tarot on YouTube is only for entertainment. It shouldn't be taken serious. If you really want to know about yourself through tarot, you got to ask more probing questions about yourself. So let's see. Let's see for Sean. Let's take you for example. From the tarot, what can Sean do? I hope I'm saying it right. To attract love. Oh, okay. So first of all, we have the devil coming out. Devil in reverse. The devil is an illusion. And then the Queen of Wands. I think this is your energy, dear. You said you were Leo. This is Queen of Wands. This is your energy. And then we have the devil in reverse. So, and the devil in reverse is about rising up from the matrix, because the devil, if you do tarot, you know that the devil means being bonded to something that's unhealthy. And the Queen of Wands here, I always see the Queen of Wands as like somebody who has a great sense of themselves and is very confident. Sean says, "You said my name right." Yes, ma'am. I'm Leo. I always ask you if I'm saying it right. I know I've asked you before. So, Sean, this is you. So I would feel like focusing on yourself, focusing on your confidence, because Queen of Wands is Leo energy in the tarot. And then we have, if you can see that there, the Tarot de Marseille. Step into your power, step into your confidence by overcoming whatever negative thing that you're bonded to. This is actually, the devil breaks down to number 6. Number 6 is actually the number of the lovers as well. And I feel like, why the devil in reverse for you? Coming out of a place, I don't know if you have any addictions, but it's the devil in reverse is like breaking through illusions, breaking through the bondage of obsessive love here. Why the devil? Okay, so we have the Two of Pentacles. There's something about duality here for you. Sean says, maybe low vibrational people and controlling people. Well, yes, and you know what? I think that the devil gets a bad name in tarot because it's the devil, but we all have an angel and a devil. We all embrace the devil and the angel energy all the time. The devil, you're right, it is just low vibrational energy, but it's also being bonded to something here. And then we have the Two of Pentacles for you. Two of Pentacles is like that uncertainty. So I feel like, yeah, there's something about duality here for you and coming out of a place of uncertainty. So I feel like what it is I think I 100% I would say focus on your confidence and focus on feeling certain. Um right, because like it's like that uncertainty. And within yourself, I mean, like um there could be something about your work here, about your life's goal that's affecting your confidence, and that attracting that negative energy into your life with the devil. Healing your trust issues, 100%. Heal. You always have to heal yourself. Give me another card on the devil. Being bonded. Interesting. Yeah, I love it. Oh, and then we have the Fool in reverse. The Fool, don't be naive. There's something here about being naive, being uncertain about someone, I don't know if that happens to you. I feel like the Fool in reverse to me is naive, but also being afraid to take the leap here. So I think sometimes when you meet, tell me if you do this. When you meet someone you like, do you sometimes feel uncertain or afraid to approach them, or afraid to go for something new? I'm having an okay Wednesday. Yeah. So don't be afraid to go after someone. Have the confidence to let them know. And also, don't allow someone to take advantage of you because I feel like sometimes you're uncertain about someone. So, yeah, there's something about trust issues, there's something about your confidence, and there's something about being naive here as well when in relationships. Yes, I feel afraid and uncertain. 100%. I'm getting that. I think that's what the devil is for you is that you come from a place of fear instead of a place of love. And also, but not only that, it's just like you could have been naive in the past, ignoring red flags. So when that happens, that creates that trauma in your body that you're afraid to go for something or for someone that you could get taken advantage of again or something like that. So develop, and the key to that is developing confidence and coming from a place of love and confidence and instead of fear and uncertainty. 100%. So, and I think it could be really good for you. Confidence is key. Confidence is sexy. Compassion is great, and getting away from those low vibe energies. 100%. Because the devil is, I see the devil as the matrix because it's only a part of the truth. It's like you're bonded to an illusion of what is really happening. But once you're more confident in your certainty about who the person is. Don't lie to yourself about who the person is. See them for who they really are. Don't see them with rose colored glasses. And that will help you to be able to take a leap towards a new relationship. There could be an Aries. You could meet an Aries here. We have the Fool, which is Aries energy. So I don't know, but I feel like this represents not being afraid to meet somebody new and to if you see someone and you like them, having the confidence to tell them and having the confidence and trusting yourself that that person isn't going to take advantage of you as well. Yes. Okay. I'm going to get out of here. And thank you so much for coming out. I really appreciate this chat. It's really it's fun to talk about Buddhism. And I hope you have a really great rest of your day. I hope that this reading elevated your consciousness in some type of way, shape, or form. I'll see you guys tomorrow for the all signs and then Sunday for the questions, the free questions. Thanks for coming out. You're welcome. Bye.